And now on Wednesday, before one day of rest as the funeral and burial events take place, and of course the burial will be happening in Othaya, in the home county of the late former president, that is in Nyeri County. Remember, last week President Uhuru Kenyatta directed that the third Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces be accorded a state funeral with full military honors and protocols. The former president will be laid to rest on Saturday, like I said, at his Othaya home in an elaborate ceremony with both military and civilian honors. And of course, after the 3 days of lying in state, the gun, carriage and the funeral procession will on Friday make its way to the Nyayo Stadium, where a national interdenominational memorial service will be conducted. Will this include conveyance of the body in a gun carriage, just like you can see, accompanied by military musical honors and a 19-gun salute. Now, to allow more Kenyans to participate in celebrating the late president, Interior CS Fred Matiang'i has already declared Friday a public holiday. While several heads of state and government are also expected to attend the funeral service and burial of the former president. The state funeral makes late Kibaki the third Kenyan to be given such high respect after founding president Mzee Jomo Kenyatta and his successor Mzee Daniel Moi. We also know that the former prime minister and ODM leader Raila Odinga has also cut short his ongoing tour of the United States to attend the late President Mwai Kibaki's funeral service and burial. In a statement by Odinga's presidential campaign press secretary, the former prime minister is expected to jet back into the country today. Of course, we don't know exactly the time. We'll certainly be getting more information on the same. So those are the live pictures you have on your screen right now. The gun carriage carrying the casket, of course, carrying the body of the late former president Mwai Kibaki there right outside Parliament precincts. And of course, the guard of honor ushering in the procession. So the live pictures there, you have it on your screen. And Kibaki, as you can remember, is actually fondly remembered by, and of course for many of his accomplishments. And key among them is the reform in the education sector, where he was able to introduce free primary education. Is also credited with resuscitating the economy. And this is certainly some of the things that most Kenyans have come to view the body over the past 2 days indicated, saying the former president touched their lives in one way or the other. And also just to let Kenyans know is that the condolence books would also be availed if you're not able to come to Parliament to view the body of the late president. Condolence books will be availed at several places, including Parliament buildings, condolence books at the Supreme Court of Kenya, all the ministries' offices, the Council of Governors, the headquarters, all regional and county commissioners' offices across the country, as well as the Kenyan High Commissions, embassies and missions abroad. So if you did not get an opportunity and a chance to view the body of the former President Mwai Kibaki in Parliament over the past 3 days, you can certainly be able to convey your condolences with the condolence books that have been availed in the several offices across the country. And this will allow the Kenyans who are also not in Nairobi be able to convey their messages of condolences. And of course, after today, there will be one day of rest. That is tomorrow, on Thursday. And on Friday, the national state funeral will happen with full military honors and protocols, which will be held at the Nyayo National Stadium. The state funeral procession will make its way from State House to Nyayo Stadium. And the full military honors and protocols actually include the conveyance of the body of the former head of state under escort in a gun carriage, and this will be accompanied by military musical honors and a 19-gun salute. After that, the National State Funeral Memorial Service will be held and led by the Catholic Church, and that will be happening at the Nyayo National Stadium. Of course, the funeral is expected to be attended by, among other dignitaries from across the world. And the final rites for President Kibaki will be held on Saturday, that is the 30th of April, with a memorial service at the Othaya Stadium. And then he will be buried at his Othaya home next to his late wife, Mama Lucy Kibaki. So there you have it, the body of the former President Mwai Kibaki being ushered into Parliament, and this will also pave way for Kenyans to continue paying their last respects. This is the final day and the third and last day for Kenyans to be able to pay their last respects to the former president. And after that, the final rites will be happening. Friday has already been declared a public holiday by the Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i. Let's just get some of the sounds of what is happening in Parliament right now. All right, so there you have it. The body of former President Mwai Kibaki has just been ushered into the Parliament precincts.